Hey guys, June is here, which means it is time for my May favorites. I'm just going to dive right into this. You'll see there's a few like non-crafty favorites this month, and I'm going to explain exactly why that is. Okie dokie, so you probably wouldn't have noticed anything here on my channel, but the reason I'm got a few kind of non-crafty favorites this month is because I actually took a break. I took a couple of weeks off filming. I took a couple of weeks off just documenting and crafting in general, to be honest, and in those 2 weeks I celebrated my 40th birthday. So that's my first favorite. My first favorite was taking a break. It was well needed, to be honest, and although it took me a few days to kind of get into it and enjoy the sensation of not having a lot to do, it was great. It was great to have that kind of refresh. I do feel a little bit rusty now, I gotta say, so we'll see how it goes over the next couple of weeks. But my 40th birthday was amazing. I had a huge family sort of fun weekend, did a whole bunch of amazing things. I'm going to share with you maybe, I think, in a couple of weeks. Give myself some time. I'm going to share how I'm documenting that weekend, but that was definitely a favorite, and then that kind of leads on to a couple of my other favorites, because in my spare time I managed to finish a couple of books. These are the 2 books that I read in May, which is unheard of for me to finish 2 books in May. I whizzed through both of them. They were both great reads. This one, Wild and Precious Life by Sarah Wilson. She is the author of First We Make the Beast Beautiful, which I read a couple of years ago and thoroughly enjoyed, all about her journey with anxiety, and I had to pick this one up too. They're just, both of her books are just beautifully designed. This one is gorgeous. You can see the silver sparkles on it. I mean, I know that they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I design books for a living, so I definitely do judge them by their cover, and this one I love having it sitting on my shelf. But apart from that, it was a fantastic read. I find it really hard to explain what I enjoyed about a book, but this book is kind of about the climate crisis and feeling disconnected from the world, and it included a lot of kind of really practical steps for dealing with that feeling. So it explained a lot. I loved her personal stories intermingled in there, some incredibly personal stories in there. It was a beautiful book, a beautiful read. I mean, just look at this. Neon orange. Always beautifully designed, and a great book as well. So that was my first book, and then I absolutely blasted through Sorrow and Bliss. Couldn't stop reading it. Finished this one in 2 days. This is a beautiful story about mental illness journey, and as someone who has dealt with mental illness for my whole life, I really appreciated the kind of delicate way that this was tackled in this book. It is exactly what it says on the cover, Sorrow and Bliss. There was some really funny moments and some really sad moments, and it was just a beautiful story about one woman's journey through, it's an undisclosed mental illness. There is a note at the back to say that the symptoms are kind of made up, but I just thought it was really thoughtfully dealt with, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, 2 days. Lucky I did take a break, because otherwise I never would have made it through 2 books in May. So spending a bit of time away from my computer and away from my phone was definitely a favorite for May. And in that same sort of vein of taking a break and trying new things, I've spent a lot of time in May doing some gel printing. It's something I have the supplies for. I always enjoy it when I do it, but I never tend to pull things out and give it a go. And this month I have been following along with, and I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation here, so I apologize, Birgit Koopson's 31 Days of Gel Printing, I think is the hashtag for it. every day there's been a different prompt and different ideas, and a lot of people have been participating in that, so it was a fun, and I definitely did not do 31 days, let me be very clear about that, but there were some techniques that I thought looked amazingly fun. I had to give it a go, and so I did end up playing a few times, and I really enjoyed it. As always, I'm no expert, so some were more successful than others, and generally I don't keep the unsuccessful ones, I've got to be honest. I keep a few things. These ones here I did with 4x6 cards, hoping that I might be able to incorporate them into my project life in some way. But I just had a really fun time playing and getting a little bit messy and doing things creatively without having a whole lot of purpose to them. And so I will leave her Instagram handle down below. The other wonderfully talented lady that I was following was Tanya Ahmed, and she has got some more examples. She followed along with the prompt list as well, so it was very helpful seeing other people's interpretations. I picked up a few new skills and had a whole bunch of fun in the meantime. And now for a couple of crafty favorites before I did take my little break. By now you will have seen at least a couple of videos or projects that I've done with the Rare and Beautiful collection from Rosie Studios. I was very lucky to be asked to be a guest designer, and this collection is just mwah, so good. I love it. I can't stop playing with it. The colors are beautiful and muted, and tons of like positive and kind of, yeah, just the whole thing is just exactly what I need at this time of year, with it being kind of heading into winter here and it's dark and gloomy and I just feel really uninspired. This collection has got me totally inspired again, and I've loved playing with it, and you can see I got a whole lot left, so I will definitely be playing with it a whole lot more. But yeah, just one of my favorites, definitely my favorites from May. And my last favorite for May, another crafty one, well, kind of a category, I guess, food stamps. I've had a whole lot of food related layouts in the last few weeks with the, I can never remember this one called because I always want to call it Eat Something Sweet. It's called Food Story from Kelly Stamps, and also the Food Love stamp set from Citrus Twist. I have been playing with both of these sets a whole lot this month, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Food is one of those things that happens a lot around here and is often worthy of documenting in either my project life or my notebooks or life crafted albums. And you know I love stamps, so these ones have been getting a heavy workout, and I think will continue to do so. I do have a discount code for Kelly Stamps, so I will leave that in the description box for you. You can get 10% off your order. So those are a few of the things I have been loving in May. As always, please let me know what you've been enjoying in a comment. I love recommendations, especially since I'm like starting to get back into things again. Not that I'm encouraging you to buy new things, but you know, new things never hurt anyone, and I would love to get your recommendations. So please leave a comment, and I will see you guys again really soon. Bye guys.